Welcome back in, guys. It's smoked salmon and broccolini on the menu today. Let me show you how we made it. Let's go. All right, first things first, we have about 2.5 pounds of salmon here, washed and clean, ready to roll. And we're going to keep it really simple today. I'm going to be using 2 seasonings. One of my favorite for smoked salmon, which is the Weber honey garlic. And we're also going to be using the Kinder smoked onion and jalapeno. We're going to go nice and liberal with both seasonings, and it's going to turn out delicious. So first we're going to add just a little bit of olive oil into that salmon. That's going to help allow that seasoning to stick and adhere to our salmon. And you're going to go in nice and liberal with each seasoning. We don't need to add any extra salt. There's enough sodium in each seasoning. After we get done, the honey garlic is going to provide a nice little sweet element to the salmon, and then the jalapeno garlic is going to add that nice smoky element with just a little bit of back heat. It's really good on this smoked salmon. We're going to be using our pellet grill today, and we're going to be cooking both dishes on the pellet grill. Yeah, we're going to be smoking our broccolini too. If you've never tried that, you've got to give it a try because it's going to come out delicious. So after you get your salmon seasoned up really well, everything coated, we're just going to set that to the side, and then we're going to work on this broccolini. I'm talking 5 minutes of prep time, about an hour's worth of cook time, and you're ready to roll. All right, so now on to our broccolini. Broccolini is really good. To me, it's like a mix between broccoli and asparagus. You get the asparagus texture with the broccoli flavor. This stuff is really good. First things first, we're going to drizzle over some olive oil. Then we're going to hit it with some minced garlic. As far as your minced garlic is concerned, I'm going about with 3 tablespoons or so. Use as little or as much as you like, but that garlic is going to add a nice flavor to this broccolini, especially when it hits that subtle smoke. We're going to go in with some sea salt. Then we're also going to be using some Sazon Perfecta, which is actually a generic version of complete seasoning. You can get this from Save-A-Lot. If you guys don't have a Save-A-Lot, use complete. But I've found that this tastes just as good, and it's a little bit cheaper. And once you get everything seasoned up, you're just going to give everything a good toss, and then we're going to top it off with some pads of butter as well. But toss all your broccolini around in those seasonings, get everything well coated. Then we're just going to loosely cover up the foil to where it's almost like making a boat, and you're going to leave a little hole in the top in order to let the stuff steam and let that steam come on out. You don't want your broccolini getting mushy, but you also want to allow in some of that subtle smoke that's going to give this broccolini a good flavor. Again, once you get your butter down, we're just going to go ahead and fold this foil up, almost making it into like a bowl or a boat, if you will. Then we're going to go out to that smoke. I've got it preheated up right now. Everything's going on together at the same time. And it's going to be real quick and easy. All right, family, so we're out at the smoker now. I've got this thing set at 225 degrees. I put the broccolini on the low rack or directly on the grates there. It gets a little hotter on the lower grates. And I like using an elevated rack in this particular pellet smoker to prevent the salmon from burning. I just feel that it cooks a little more even. So we have our salmon and our broccolini here at the same time. We're going to go for about 45 minutes on that salmon and about an hour on the broccolini. All right, guys, so it's been 45 minutes. Time to pull that salmon. You know your salmon is done when it begins to flake up to the touch, or you can start seeing that little liquid coming out of the salmon like you see here. Once you see that, that lets you know that your salmon is done. You can see now that our broccolini is just about where we want it. It's picked up some nice smoke in there. It's nice little subtle smoke. We're using Jealous Devil pellets. And here's our salmon. We're going to let this broccolini go another 15. Now there's our broccolini, all nice and done, smoky, fresh off the press, and so good. Excuse the lens there, steaming all up. But this is a great meal. And here's our finished product. Smoked salmon and broccolini. So good and good for you. $20 meal, an hour tops, and you're going to eat real well. God bless.